Hello! Let's play some more System Shoot. Where are we here? Here. Oh yeah. Getting ready for System Shock. It's gonna System Rock. Damn, I got a whole peanut butter and jelly sandwich on this wrench. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Where are we dropping? I don't know about that one. I think I'd rather just reload. I think in the original game it would just, like, if you didn't have the regenerator activated on that floor, it would just, like, game over you. But I think in this version it takes you to whichever one is closest. Alright, let's try this again. Oh. Taking that. Ooh. We won't be running out of batteries anytime soon. Zoop.
Jared, you hear about this new viewing room up on Exact? People are buzzing about seeing it. What's to see? Spreadsheets displayed in ultra-high definition? Hit me up if you have any hints.
What the fuck is this voice? Hello, I am video game character. These fire shells are really good on this floor. Oh, I love all these cozy little corners. I'll take that. I need to remember to save often here because I haven't activated the regenerator yet. Hello. Oof. God damn it. Well, that was a bit of a waste. I'm gonna reload. The joys of having a quick reload. Well, quick by comparison. I'm willing to waste one, not like three. Daddy. This uses a little too much energy. I might just like leave it. Like it is really cool and I like using it, but it's a little wasteful in terms of energy. I like my my good old wrench. I remember in the original version, if you hit an item with it, it would like disintegrate, so you had to be really careful.
Door locked. No maintenance necessary.
Hello? Anybody home? This is a pretty small floor, but there's a lot of weird bullshit in it.
If I can't get this to work, then even idea of placing her mainframe in the center of the level and shielding it. I mean, if we could blow her out of existence with some plastique, then I could have been sleeping for the last 5 days. Okay. This chip needs to be able to stand up against Shodan security locks and system overloads, or else all of humanity is doomed, I guess. No pressure.
What is this Marvel dialogue? Get out of here. I'm gonna be using some of these. Actually, damn, that's a full clip. They're being generous. Good. I kind of hate this level. A lot of bullshit in this one. Oh. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah. I think the original had lighting too, which is insane to think about. I think they just like retextured the room, but the fact that they even bothered to put something like that in is cool. I hear, oh, there. Ba-dum. I don't know. There's quite a bit of segments in this game where you have to backtrack in order to get like a code or something. Boo. No ammo. First puzzle of the night. Damn. Might just need to change a couple of these around. There we go.
They followed me back from the bridge. My plan failed. God, we tried. We tried to stop this insanity. Let us be remembered for our courage during this strife. Amen.
Boo, get these out of here. I don't really use the assault rifle that much. Once you get the Scorpion in it, that kind of just becomes my automatic weapon slot. But you don't get that until next level.
My team is gone. Killed while trying to take the bridge. Shodan has completely taken it over. I made it back to maintenance alone. On my way back, I tried to send an emergency signal from one of the antenna relays on engineering, but found those areas to be heavily guarded. For now, I'm going to rest. Plan another attempt tomorrow.
Door locked. No maintenance necessary.
Snacking around on the station, eating all the food. Can you recycle the head? No. What the fuck do you mean I can't drop this item? Oh, it must be like a story item. I've actually never used it, so hopefully I can use it before it clogs up my inventory. Oh, now I can get into the medical bay.
Door locked. No maintenance necessary.
I hope I figure out what the hell I need this head for. Ew, jelly. Jelly gore. Now, I'm on the lookout for a retinal scanner. Ow. That one took a long time to kill. Oh, it's because I was on the low setting. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. That's it, no more fooling around. I'll take that. Hello, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Mapping unit. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Wow. That's really good. That's a lot of Magnum ammo. That is exactly what I was looking for. Damn. I don't need those until later. Nice. Okay, so that room's taken care of. I've been meaning to try Stardew because like I've never really gotten into that sort of Harvest Moon type game, but I've always kind of wanted to. I totally missed this ladder. Oh, there's some good stuff. I've been getting some good mods for my person.
Hey, I was unpacking one of these crates labeled cleaning supplies, but I found a navigation and mapping unit, 6 interface demodulators, 4 clips of Magnum 2100 ammo, 3 clips of mini pistol ammo, and a freaking EMP grenade in there instead.
Satellite conversion
Stuck it all in
canceled.
storage room.
Standard station restoration procedures.
Hi.
Stuff correctly next time.
Ooh, chocolate bar. Ooh. First aid. Damn. I need to get rid of this head. Question is how? Oh, thank God, I can put it in here. I don't need it until later, so I might as well just sort it there. Yeah, I remember once I was tempted to play something like Harvest Moon, but I was like, it's not always my type of game. Well, I don't have to worry about dying. Oh my goodness. Oh God, I hate this level. Yeah. Open the old dumbwaiter and get ahead. Oh my goodness. Is it... It like disappears. It was a recording.
Jody, we ain't ever gonna see the new viewing room. The space is limited. Why? Because the exact like of that room was meant for everyone. Tickets and more seats. 10 vinyl releases. We need 5% to collect.
Oh, I played a bit of that. I got about halfway through that game. It's pretty good. I had quite a bit of fun with it from what I'd played of it. It's kind of like a mix between like Uncharted and Dark Souls. They kind of do look like the coronavirus thing. Oh, hello. Where? Oh. They're hard to spot. Damn it. Alright, let's try that again. Ugh, yeah, he just like launches jam at me. Evil, toxic jam. Jellyfish jelly. Death by Smuckers. Oh my goodness. Drowning in money. I'll take that. Let's move on. You do most of this zone like later, so not really much point in doing a lot of it right now. I'm gonna go to storage because there's a really good gun there. And a lot of annoying enemies. Yeah. I'm just reminded of the shops from System Shock 2 where it's like, "Hi there. Please make your selection."
We've seen you on the security monitors, but nobody knows who you are. We need your help. Circle us something like this. We have a base inside the confection shafts to the south. Look for the word "Ray" on the wall. We've seen your military-grade implant in action.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Here, we can hold our position and get you ready to take on Shodan.
Oh my goodness, pterodactyl.
Please, get here and
Oh my god. That was overwhelming. the enemies on this level are kind of annoying. Welcome to the circus of value. I love that audio log where Andrew Ryan is like, "Stop hacking the vending machines. This does not coincide with my views of the great chain of..." I'll take that. No elevator music in the storage elevator. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's funny. I'm tempted to cover, I was actually tempted to cover Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction for one of my videos next season. I still might. I'm gonna do, like... I like to do a poll for the 3rd episode, so... I think that might be one of the poll options. Is Tools of Destruction, because I really like Tools of Destruction. This like green zone. Oh. Whoops, I got that mixed up. Yeah, I don't... Can you tell I don't watch a whole lot of Star Trek? I've only really seen the essentials.
Say, well, this is a joke, right? You're doubling my work schedules and cutting break times in half? If you want nothing done and everyone's dead tired, why don't we just shove the lifter bots out the flight bay dock and move it all by hand instead?
Uh-oh. Crack in Time is really... That might be my second favorite. It's between Tools of Destruction and Crack in Time. I really like those two. I also really like Up Your Arsenal, but... I find the PS2 ones are a little on the weaker side compared to the PS3 ones. It's all good. I just don't know enough about Star Trek. I know he's the Ferengi guy.
Wasn't sure about the bots, but I was wrong. Made a move to the plastique in storage 1. Came after me, and I barely escaped. The platforms are screwed up now, and I found Wong's body. Bots all over. Bastards. Gotta find a safe spot. I gotta find it.
Boop. Oh, more of this crap. Actually, it's really good. I just don't need it right now. Die. Combat music. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, it's just like a sci-fi name. Oh my gosh. Whoops. Oh shit. Oh, these are just the running boots. I thought these were the hover boots. You get those later. You do need those for this level though, so I'll carry them with me. I'll carry them in my heart. Yeah. I have a hard time playing the original Ratchet and Clank just because the guns don't level up. That's such like a good mechanic in the Ratchet and Clank games that it feels weird when it's not there. It was such a good mechanic they even put it in Resistance 3, which is like the main reason why it's the best Resistance game. Yeah, you get the jump boots later. Yeah, the first two are okay. Like, they're not bad, but they... The third one is actually like a pretty great game. It's kind of like it's very like Half-Life 2. It reminds me a lot of Half-Life 2. Imagine Half-Life 2, but your guns can level up and turn into different guns. Aww.
If only I could see him one last time.
This is gonna be the only the only audio log that makes me feel anything because it's about a cat. That's what makes the ending of Alien so good. Yeah, console FPSs are pretty weird. I'm so used to them, but like they're not particularly great compared to PC ones. There's some good ones here and there though. Resistance 3 is definitely one of them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Get out of here. Damn. Completely obliterated. Give that a save. Oh, poor guy. I completely pulped him. No, I haven't seen a whole lot of reviews on the Resistance games. You know what, if I'm in the right mood, I'll do one for like a later season. Like I'll probably do like Resistance 3 sometime. If I'm in the mood for it, you kind of have to be in the mood for something like that. That's not gonna do anything, damn. No, every once in a while I get a craving to replay Resistance 3, because it is a really good game. I think with the response that I've gotten from my last video, I think I'm going to focus a little more on sort of spreading things out in terms of what I cover. Because I was initially going to make it mostly just like a video game thing with like maybe once per season I would do something on like a movie or like an anime or something like that, but with the amount of positive response I've been getting, I think I'm definitely going to cover more stuff like that in the future, which is going to be fun. I'm excited. Oh, gotta write this thing down. The hacker's nicotine patch. Let's see here. Ew, what is this doing in my inventory? Get out of here. No pistols. Unless it's a magnum. Then you stay. I think ultimately I can definitely understand why people chose Ghost in the Shell 2, because like aside from the overuse of CGI, I think it's like might be just as good as the first one. It's so, I think I really like the writing in the second one. It's got some really good banter between like Bato and Togasa. And again, like the English dub is still pretty good. That's usually how I watch the Ghost in the Shell movies, is because I think the English dub is pretty good. It's iconic. I've been meaning to watch Pat LaBar because I had initially started watching it when I was a little kid and I got kind of bored. But now that I actually have the attention span for Mamoru Oshii movies, I'm actually going to try to go back to it sometime because they look really cool. I always see the intro of Pat LaBar 2 just being recommended to me all the time, and I'm like, yeah, that is such a good intro with them like testing out the VR. It's so cool. And like the Kenji Kawai music is just going off in the background. It's so good. Yeah, I love Richard Epker. I also find him to be really good as fuck, what's his name? From Lupin the Third, when they did that dub. Jigen, yeah, he does a good Jigen. Time for a round of Big Bang Boomerang. Yeah, I remember being kind of bored with it as a kid, but now that I actually appreciate stuff like that, I have fun going back to stuff like that. That's a funny dub. Like, I know it's like a joke dub, and some people are like half and half on it, but yeah, the part 2 dub is really funny. It's got some great bits. I probably wouldn't watch it for like the entire series, but it's good for like a highlight vid. I've seen so many great like highlights of the part 2 dub. Shit. I'll take that. There's a few movies here and there that are really good in the Lupin the Third series. Like, the first 2 are really good. Like, Mamo and Cagliostro are really good. I like, I think it's called like Die Nostradamus. That's a really good one. Ow. No, I haven't watched a whole lot of the series either. Dead or Alive isn't too bad. I like that movie. I think with that one, like the first half was actually directed by like Monkey Punch, like the mangaka. Yeah, I like Farewell to Nostradamus. That's one of my favorites. Mainly because the animation in it is really good. I really like the animation in that movie. Yeah, I mean, there's so many of them. They kind of just sort of mesh after a while. Trying to think. There's a few that I just really like watching. The Fuma Conspiracy is pretty good. I like that one. That one almost reminded me a bit of Cagliostro in terms of its tone and like how good the animation was. I always like that scene where Zenigata meets back up with Lupin and he's just kind of going gay for him. It's great. I mean, that's valid. Like, Mamo's kind of polarizing. It's more of a personal favorite. I just like how I really like the character design in Mamo. I think that's one of my main reasons I love it so much. Like, I really dig the character design. Oh! I really like that one. I can't remember what Voyage to Danger. Voyage to Danger is really good. The one with the submarine. I really like that movie. Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch Lupin until I was like past high school, so I never really drew the comparison. But there's some very clear inspiration being taken from Lupin and Sly Cooper. There's a couple shots with like the spotlight and him running where it's like, oh yeah, that's just a Lupin reference. I think I already played this one.
Look, data doesn't just rewrite itself. I need to get to research data storage. Restore the corrupted data myself. Shodan has all the networks monitored, so doing it remotely is out of the question. I know this storage system well, so if anyone has a chance to slip between the cracks, it's gonna be me.
I'm trying to remember because I know Mamo starts with the pyramid thing, but I cannot remember for the life of me. There was a couple of them I had to stop like halfway through because they were kind of offensive. I think it was Harry Mau's Treasure and Twilight Gemini were the ones that I was just like, nope. They were just like really homophobic for some reason. Oh, Gold of Babylon. That's a weird movie. I don't necessarily like that one either. It's kind of weird. It's kind of racist. I know that was like the part 3 movie, like the pink jacket, Lupin. But, yeah, it's got some weird stuff in it. Yeah, there's a few of them where I'm just like, nope. No, I don't like that. Nope. Yeah, that's the one with the giant jazz head in New York. It's weird. It does have my favorite Goemon moment where he cuts the lightning in half. That bit's great. Damn. I might have to come back to this area when I have the scorpion. I know you get it in this level. I should probably just wait until then, because once you get that, the game gets a little easier. Put a marker here so I remember where it is. Yeah. No, I've actually never seen... I've never seen any of the Fatal Fury stuff, and I've never seen any of the Street Fighter stuff. I know they have kind of an audience. I've never really been into fighting games a whole lot. I know a couple folks who are really into them, and I just kind of live vicariously through them, but... Yeah, I was really tempted to pick... I think it was either that one or the Street Fighter 2 movie that I found... that I saw at a thrift store the other day, and I was like, if I knew this was good or not, I'd probably pick it up, but I was just... I didn't know yet. I know one of them has, like, Bryan Cranston in it. I'll have to check it out. I heard that one was pretty good. Ow. These things are the worst. Damn. Oh, okay, that might have been the one I was thinking of. I need, before I do anything, I'm gonna try to find that revival station because I'm gonna need it. I know it's around here somewhere. Might be this one. Is it? Yes, it is. Yeah. Here we go. It's right here. I just need the switch for it. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about dying.
Procedures online.
Scrapping tools. Ew. Oh, that's cool. Not going down there yet, because there's like a crazy monster down there. Yeah. And just like weird goop on the floor. A lot of weird goop in this game. Okay, now that I have that surgeon station, I can go back and do that jump. Not yet. Not going there yet. Yeah, I was playing like Alien Isolation the other day, and that one has some funny ads in it. That's a good game. Nice, that was clean. Okay. Ooh, nice. Let's see, where are we going here? We got this, we got that. I can't remember what I'm supposed to get here. I guess this is just a bonus room. I need to find that scorpion gun. Take that. Yeah, there's quite a lot of those in this game. Just rooms of robots killing you. Okay, we got that station there, we got this here. I'm noticing an objective here. Might check that out. Oh shit. Ow. That is a dangerous room. There's a couple snipers on the opposite side. I'm gonna wait till I have the scorpion for that one. Might be down here, actually. I can't remember. I cannot remember what is down here. Yeah. This is a really charming game. Like, you can definitely tell it was made by like an indie studio, but they put a lot of work into it. I can say with confidence that I like this better than the original version of the game. Oh, this is an interesting puzzle room. I remember having a bit of fun with this one. Whee! Oh, damn. I don't have the right one for that one yet. Ow. Stupid falling damage. Whoa. There's a switch there. A switch here. Can't remember what that turned on. Damn it! Oh well, I have the reviver. Oh, it's over here. Puzzle, puzzle, puzzle. That opens that door. That turns on that, which helps me get through here. Turn that on. Ow. Don't kill me. Damn it. Oh no. My hand got all glitchy. No, I was watching a couple... Because after I did that video, I was like, you know what? I'm going to educate myself a little more on a couple of these creators. So I watched... I was a little curious about Present, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch a few more of like Yasuomi Umetsu's stuff. So I watched Kite and I watched Mezzoforte. And they're interesting. I'll give them that. The action in it is really good, but it's a little weird. It's got some interesting sex scenes. I'll say that. I don't know if I wouldn't recommend it to people. But it's very colorful and it's very pretty. I'll give it that. Hello. Yeah, I really like Alien Isolation. It's one of my favorite. I'm trying to think of other like movie tie-in games that would be close to being as good as Alien Isolation. Oh, I heard Alien Romulus like had some references to Alien Isolation in it. It's a long game too. Like there's a lot of stuff in it. It's like 15 to 20 hours, which is like insane for a game like that. Usually games like that are like 12 hours, maybe. No, I'll probably watch Romulus once it's on like streaming services or something. I don't really have like a huge urge to watch it in the theaters. Yeah, there's a couple segments later in the game where it kind of slows down a lot, but there's something really satisfying in that game with just like pressing the switches and like pulling the switch, like pulling the levers and pushing the buttons. Like there's something really satisfying about it. And like using your maintenance jack to just like crank things around. Yeah, I heard the first half of that movie was really good.
I moved the plastic across the catwalk. There are bots everywhere. Moved them out from where they were, but now storage 1 is flooded with bots. I can get to them if needed, but for now, I'm leaving them alone.
Yeah, a lot of Alien Isolation is just like you doing maintenance work, and it's very true to the sort of spirit of the first movie, I find. Let's see here. I need to get rid of something. There we go. It's got some Metroidvania stuff in it as well. You can definitely tell they played like BioShock and System Shock before making Alien Isolation, because it's got some sections that are very like System Shock in it. Oh god. Splatter. Yeah. Yeah, there's even a couple segments in this game where it's just like you're doing procedures to set up certain things in the game world, where you have to do like, you have to release like safeties and input codes to release like locks on certain things, and doing maintenance in certain areas. It's kind of cool. It really makes you feel like you're just going through like an actual space, funnily enough. Alright, let's explore some of those rooms. Get out of here. I wonder if it's the same amount of enemies as the original, but they couldn't have as much on screen, so they sort of spawn them in like that. That was always my theory. I think that's what it is, because in the original game they didn't really have to worry a whole lot about enemies taking up 3D space. Oh yeah, like the sequence tuner or whatever it's called in that game. That's really fun to use. Damn, where am I going? I'm running in circles. There's a lot of segments in this game where it's just like a maze. Okay.
Shodan's been acting strange lately? Add this to your town. We've got bots refilling the storage rooms for no reason. Storage room 5 looks like a portal from hell. They've installed propulsion lifts everywhere. Gee. Gotta be the AI. Because McCloud would never sign off on this.
Whatever these are. Microscopes. Uh-oh, radiation. Uh-oh. Yeah, I love a good clickety-clackety in a video game that you can just fiddle around with. Some of the little switches you can pull on your weapons in this one are kind of like that. This game has really good, like, character animations for the protagonist when you're, like, switching stuff. Damn. Oops. Get this out of here. I was tempted to put sky crawlers on that pole as well, but I wanted to keep it to 3. That's another like mid-2000s anime movie that I like quite a bit. It's kind of overlooked. Yeah, it's the Mamoru Oshii movie about like plane fighters. It's really slow paced, but it's slow paced in the way that if you've seen like other Mamoru Oshii movies, you're like, okay, I can gel with this kind of thing. I think it's the one he made right after Ghost in the Shell 2. But yeah, I recommend it. It's good. Yeah. That's not being very specific, is it? It's really interesting comparing the Ghost in the Shell movies from like the Ghost in the Shell manga, because they're like completely different in terms of tone. And I love how you can tell that the manga author is just like a hentai artist. Because every now and then you just get like a full page screen of just like one of the characters undressing. That's one game I've been tempted to cover on the channel is the Ghost in the Shell PS1 game. It's really cool. I think it was by the same people who designed Jumping Flash. Nice. Always good to have more inventory space. This like Breaking Bad voice. Oh yeah. Well, I tried playing it once, but I was like, I wanted to save it for later, but I remember having a bit of trouble with it because some of the missions could get kind of long. I got kind of stuck in the sewer mission. Yeah. I need to play those games as well, the Jumping Flash games. Because I only covered them like slightly in order to get footage for my like PlayStation Tomb Raider video, but I did want to play a bit more of it because it's a cool little relic, those games. It's interesting to see some like pre-Mario 64 3D games to see what they tried to do with it. Okay, where am I going here? I was tempted if I had time, like during October, if I finished this in time, I was tempted to do a stream of either Resident Evil 1 or Silent Hill, depending on... I might have done a poll, because those two are so special to me. I love those games. I love them both for completely different reasons. I have kind of a bias towards PS1. I know it's not... Well, it's got some really, really good games for it, and I always kind of grew up with it, and I have a fondness for the PS1. Final Fantasy VII might be my favorite game of all time. It's hard to choose, but I have so many fond memories of that game. It was the first RPG I ever played, and I was like, I didn't even understand what I was supposed to do. I just kind of enjoyed it. I was like, I never played a game like this, where I just like watch people attack instead of doing it myself. Yeah, the hell sections of Silent Hill 1 tend to be a little harder than the normal sections. The puzzles can get a little funky. Yeah, it was kind of the same way. I grew up with, like, cereal box PC games. Ah! Damn. Yeah, it took me quite a while to just understand what an RPG was. It was such a, like, a foreign concept to me at the time. Yeah. I miss cereal box PC games. I got Pajama Sam 3, I got a bunch of board games. Oops. That wasn't a very good idea. Oh, yeah, I remember having a couple of the demo discs too. I remember having one for Spy Fox and Putt Putt. There's something down there. Hopefully none of these reactivate.
I don't know why these damn CPUs spewing out random numbers from the system's authorization memory. This is a security risk. I'm going to access the source code to... What the hell is this?
Where? Where am I getting? Oh. I remember getting Scrabble for the PC. I didn't know how to play it though, because I wasn't very smart. Oh yeah. There was a Final Fantasy game I had on the DS that I ended up enjoying quite a bit, but I can't remember what it was called. It had that kind of storybook style look to it, but I can't remember for the life of me what it was called. It's hard to recommend Final Fantasy games to people because people always say like, oh, your first Final Fantasy game is always going to be your favorite one. And for me, Final Fantasy VII has always been like one of my favorite games I've ever played. And I always thought how like it might be different if I started with like another one, but as of right now, that's probably my favorite like JRPG of all time is FF7. No, I've actually never played the Jump Start. Were they like educational games? Damn. Oh shit. Whoa. This game's got some interesting gore. I kind of like it. Yeah. I have a bias towards Final Fantasy VII just because like it was a game I grew up with, so that's definitely valid. That like you kind of were kind of reserved about playing it. Because I'm sure a lot of people grew up with that game and had like sort of altered opinions about it. Some bias, definite bias going on, but Nice. I needed that. Been wasting too many health packs here. I'll take that. I would say play the PS1 version. I know the sort of re-releases can be kind of a mixed bag. I know some of them are better than others, but I've never really had any major issues with the original like PS1 version of FF7. It's a pretty rock solid release. I know some people complain about like some of the translation choices, so I might just be unaware of some of the story stuff, but in terms of like what is the best version of the game, I would probably still say, if we were talking about like official releases, I would say either the original PS1 version or maybe like a Steam release. I know it has some like weird add-ons to it, like there's options to like skip battles and stuff, which I'm not too keen on, but that's more of an option than something that they actually like tell you to do. I tried playing 8 a couple times. It was just kind of boring for me. I find the combat to be like kind of unsatisfying in a couple ways. I never really got into it. Now, I've tried playing 10. I thought it was okay. The thing about a lot of like I think a lot of like PS2 Final Fantasy games onward is I really don't like the characters. I kind of just like when the characters didn't have voices and I can just put my own voices into them. Because some of the writing and character acting and stuff like that is not something I like in those later games. I remember trying to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I'm just like, I just really... And I don't have anything, like, super negative against people that like stuff like Kingdom Hearts and I just really, really don't like Tetsuya Nomura's writing and directing. I just think it's really obnoxious. Just the way he sort of writes stories and characters. And I think that whole aspect of Final Fantasy VII Remake just completely ruined that for me. I was just like, I just don't want to know this much about these characters. Like, I just don't give a shit. And after a while, it just becomes kind of annoying. Where I'm just like, I don't care. And I also just prefer turn-based combat over the weird, like, action combat they tried to go for. That's more of like a personal preference, but I just think there's more complexity in the turn-based. Yeah, like that's the thing. You always have like a vision in your head about what the characters sound like. And when that doesn't really match up in your head, it can be kind of disappointing sometimes. Damn it. Yeah, I never really got into Kingdom Hearts. Like, I also just think it's kind of like, I was never into the whole like Disney worship thing. Like growing up, I was into a couple Disney movies here and there, but like I was never really somebody who like worshipped Disney. I haven't really liked a lot of Disney stuff since like the early 2000s, so nowadays I just kind of like to keep away from it, but even back then I was like, I saw Kingdom Hearts and I was like, this really isn't my thing. It's very pretty. Like, I think the Kingdom Hearts games are like some of the best looking games on the PS2. And they've got good soundtracks and all that, but I don't know. I just find it to be really obnoxious. I remember the first PS2 game I ever played was like a demo disc. And that's where I got introduced to a lot of the stuff I started out with on the PS2. It had Sly Cooper, it had Dr. Muto, which is a personal favorite PS2 game for me. I'll try to rattle off like the Disney movies I really like, cause you know there's a few here and there that I really enjoy. I like Tarzan. I obviously like. I think Atlantis is my favorite Disney movie, like my favorite modern Disney movie. Yeah, I've been seeing stuff about the Epic Mickey remake. It's I I never really got the chance to play that back on the Wii. Might just pick it up if it's on sale, but I'm not really into Disney. So, unless people say it's like really good. Yeah, Treasure Planet, I like Treasure Planet quite a bit. I like Lilo and Stitch, I like Emperor's New Groove. A lot of the late 90s, early 2000s stuff I really like. I think Hercules is pretty enjoyable. I like Beauty and the Beast. Aladdin. I think there are sections of Hunchback that I like, but I think overall it's kind of a weak movie. I still haven't seen Great Mouse Detective, but I heard that was pretty good. Yeah, I really, really like Atlantis. I like Robin Hood actually. I think that's a decent Disney movie. Late 90s Warner Brothers was really good too, like Cats Don't Dance and Iron Giant. I love those movies. Yeah, Rescues is okay. I really like the Milt Kahl work in that one. I really love his animation from like the 60s and 70s, like Disney stuff. I really like I think Sleeping Beauty might be one of my favorite of that like era, like the 50s and 60s era. That movie is gorgeous. I have nothing but positive things to say about that movie. Yeah, I think you would really like Cats Don't Dance. It's the animation work in that movie is incredible. Damn. Well, I have to come back to this area later. I'm not ready for it yet. Trying to think of what else. Like, because like late 90s, early 2000s animation had some good Western hits. I know most of Don Bluth movies aren't particularly good, but I really love the animation in them. I think the only ones I would say are like actually good movies would be something like Secret of Nim and like maybe American Tail. I haven't seen All Dogs Go to Heaven, but I know some people like that one. I really like Hercules because of the character designs. Like, I really love like Gerald Scarfe's work in terms of like The Wall. I really like The Wall as a movie. I know some like hardcore Pink Floyd fans are like, "Oh, the singer's not the same," and like stuff like that. But I'm not like I've listened to like a decent amount of Pink Floyd, and I think they're really good, but that movie just has like a special place in my heart. I really like that movie. Yeah, I find Don Bluth is a better animator than he is like a film director. Like, his animation is always good, but his movies are almost always bad. Um, like, I respect the hell out of him. I love Space Ace and Dragon's Lair and stuff like that, and Secret of Nim, but a lot of his stuff just doesn't always hit the mark. I highly recommend The Wall. It's got some great animated stuff in it. Oh, here we go.
Hey, listen. I need one of those EnviroPacks, and I need it now. I know you had one stored away, but I don't remember the code to the storage room. It ended in 8, I believe. I need that pack right now. I mean, we need it. The Resistance needs it.
Ends in 8. Okay. That might be a good enough thing to start off on. I was gonna go back later, but that's a decent enough clue for me to just brute force it. After that, I should be done with this area for now. I can move on to the flight deck. I really like how dark Secret of Nim is. It's not like super dark or anything. It's still like a kids movie, but it's I love kids movies that like take shit seriously like that when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, Ferngully always reminded me of Don Bluth animation. I still need to see Anastasia. I know that's a decent Don Bluth movie, actually, but... Well, some people like it and some people don't, but... Ferngully I've never seen because I heard some people like it and some people don't, but... I do like that, that music number with Tim Curry. any music number involving Tim Curry is usually pretty good. I've seen a little bit of Over the Garden Wall. I quite enjoy it. It kind of gives me Adventure Time vibes in terms of that just sort of like sincere emotional stuff. I really like stuff like that. Where am I going here? Here we go. I always get so lost. That's funny. I mean, Beauty and the Beast is it's a pretty good movie. I wouldn't necessarily say it's my favorite of the Disney Renaissance, but I really like it. No, I never. I know Fern Gully was like Fox Animation. I know Fox had done quite a few movies in like mid to late 90s. This is riveting gameplay, I know. Yeah, I think they also did Swan Princess. Is that what it's called? That was like a 90s animated movie, but I know it wasn't particularly well received. Yeah, I remember getting obsessed with Fantasia at a young age as well. No, I really like Fantasia. The like half of the movie ended up like creeping the hell out of me. I remember that. Like the opening number creeped me out. The Rite of Spring creeped me out. The Night on Bald Mountain section really creeped me out. But I was like, my face was glued. I was like, okay, I really like this animation. that's that's all that mattered to me. I think that's like the artistic peak of Disney in terms of like their output. They're just like, let's just make a movie about like expression and what music makes you feel like, which is just like, okay, that was back when they had some artistic integrity, I guess. Oh, dinosaur, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Rite of Spring section, yeah. For a second, I was thinking of like the early 2000s dinosaur movie, which I had a VHS of and I watched a lot. It's not particularly good, but I remember liking it as a kid. Fantasia 2000 is okay. I'd say about half of the segments are like really good. Well, I mean they're all really well animated, but that's a no-brainer. Yeah, Fantasia's awesome. I highly recommend it. Oh my goodness, finally. Sorry about that. That took quite a while. Excuse me. Yeah, the dinosaur movie reminded me a lot of those like dinosaur documentaries they had on TV around that time. I think that's what they're trying to do with it, trying to make it like scientifically accurate and stuff. It's not a terrible movie, it's just not particularly great. I think I just have a soft spot for like early 2000s Disney. I can see that Fan has opened her can of drink. Yeah, dinosaurs. As a kid, dinosaurs are crazy. I know that's like that meme where it's like you turn 4 and base your entire like personality off of these things, and it's like trucks or like dinosaurs or princesses and stuff like that. I liked bugs. I really liked bugs. But I was scared of spiders. No, I think the first Fantasia was the one with the racist centaur. I remember that one being like cut out. I think with the original version of that movie, they had like a racist caricature for one of the centaurs in the pastoral symphony section of that movie back in the 40s. Which isn't surprising. Fucking Disney being racist. Oh, I was obsessed with like sharks and fish and like marine biology as a kid. I remember I had this art book full of different creatures, and half of them were actually kind of violent. Like half of them were just like people getting bit in half, and I was like, whoa. Really blew my mind as a kid. Well, I remember the version I had when I was a kid didn't. It was actually like cut out of the movie. I didn't actually know about that whole bit until later. No, I remember growing up with like PS1 demo discs. No, PS2 demo discs. That, and that's really how I got into gaming, was PS2 demo discs. Ah, damn. This is a tricky one. No, never mind. I don't think I'd ever seen that one, the one with the PS1 T-Rex. Sounds fun. Probably would have creeped me out too. That just reminds me, I'd never gotten around to beating Dino Crisis, but I also heard Dino Crisis was like kind of hard, and I always found it kind of frustrating. This is probably the reason I've never finished it, because it's a little harder than your average Resident Evil game. That's cool. I always love like old tech demos like that. I remember the Dreamcast tech demo where it was just like a bunch of modeled faces. Doing stuff like Shenmue related stuff. Which isn't a particularly good game, but it's a fun tech demo, at least. Yeah, I tried playing Dino Crisis 2, I just never continued playing it. It looks fun. Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh my god. Dinosaurs. Oh god damn it. Dreamcast was an interesting console. I don't know if I'll ever cover stuff because just like I'm assuming it's pretty hard to emulate, and I'm definitely not paying for an actual Dreamcast, but there's a couple games I've always wanted to cover in some extent, because it's a really fascinating console. I was always fascinated with the Sega consoles. Yeah, I heard Dino Crisis 3 was really weird. Like, it had nothing to do with any... It looked like just an afterthought. See you, Adrilan. It was nice seeing you on the stream. It's always so quiet on the storage elevators. There's no elevator music. Okay. Let's see here. Let's try this again. These pterodactyl looking things. Yeah, this one's Citadel. I think Von Braun's the second one. I like Von Braun better, though. I think it's a cooler name. Uh-oh. Forgot about you. Ow. I noticed the shadow.
Nothing we've been sending has been received. Everything sent to Earth, to friends, family, all of it has been blocked by Shodan. The messages that did make it out, they were altered. Nothing to report, they said. God. No one's come and helped us.
And you gotta help us. If you need instructions on how to get through the 7 Koopa hotels. Yeah, in the original, I don't know why they took them out in this version, but in the original version of System Shock, the maintenance level had like these weird invisible stingrays. Instead of like the weird coronavirus looking balls. I kind of like the stingrays more. They're kind of weird looking. They make really scary noises when you kill them. But then again, everything makes a scary noise when you kill it in the original System Shock. That game would have frightened me if I played it as a kid. Oh, hello. Yeah, finally. It's good to have some music. I think that's really my biggest complaint about the remake, is that, like, there's not enough music. They really only save it for combat encounters. Oh. More speed boots. I thought it was rocket boots. Foiled again. I think you do get the hover boots on this level, though. If I remember correctly. Shodan's mixtape. Yeah. Shodan's got some good tunes on her little, like, iPod mini. Pair of Jordans. These proxy mines always screw me over. Damn. Those proximity mines get me every single time. They're hard to get around. Boy, backtracking time. I need a recharger because it's been a while since I've found one. I can't stand using all these batteries. But then again, it frees up inventory space. Which is always good. The game's like, oh, look at this cool weapon. I'm like, that's great, but I don't have enough inventory space for it. They're like, okay, that's cool. We'll just leave it here for you. Now, did that proximity mine kill this person? No. That answered my question. Oh, boom. That's one of the things I like about this game, is that it's all like it's very compact, but it's also mostly believable in terms of like an actual space. Like there's little maintenance passageways and stuff. It's designed like a real area for the most part. Give me that pop. Oh. I hear a big bad. Ah, nice. Clean. I love a good clean takedown. Uh-oh. We have a problem. There. We no longer have a problem. Good old inventory space. Now my spark gun looks cooler though, and does more damage. Mamma mia! Yahoo! So long, Bowser. I never use gas grenades. I should just throw them out. Ooh, that was something happened there. I'll take that. Oh yes, I remember this bit. It's a bit of a puzzle. Good little puzzle.
The Flag Bay 4 service bridge has blown several fuses again. I've set up a temporary relay system in the base control room to test which bridge mechanism is causing the overload. Looks like the switches are now causing bridge sections to extend out and retract in, almost randomly. It's not ideal. It'll have to do until we get it.
Oh, these are cool doors. Oh, hello. I love the scorpion. It eats through ammo, but it kills things quickly. Ooh, secrets.
Internal Affairs report for subject Edward Diego. Posing as his personal secretary hasn't given me any evidence on him. He plays close to the chest. We know the chemicals he's been ordering for the station are useful for mutagen experiments. Diving into C-space, I found a lot of personal locks on the files I want. Judging by how much work he's doing to keep them secure, I bet they're not just journal entries. We're gonna nail this bastard to the wall.
Yeah, I love the executive areas in this game. That's probably my favorite deck is the one above this one. It's all fancy and it's got like a bunch of different rooms and compartments. Mm. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Oh, I'm about to die now. Oh.
A group of security bots are patrolling the access corridors around Flight Bay 4. What are they guarding?
Oh, candy bar. Eat. Get this shit out of here. I need to find a way up above so I can get to that platform I raised. Fancy schmancy.
Step right into my trap, little.
Ow. Guys, god damn it. I forgot about that. Shodan pulled a fast one on me. That might be a good section for a proximity mine. I forgot to save before I went in that room. Damn. Oh, it's not too far away. I'll make my own music. Ooh, I almost glitched out there. Let me out. Yeah, I hate proximity mines, but they are fun to use against the enemies. Now I'll save, so I don't screw around going back. Oh no! Social distance. Crystal Skull. Liquor is useless in this game. I have not found a use for it. Other than just scrapping it. Because if... Watch, I'll just drink some. It just makes you kind of wobbly. Now I won't be able to aim straight, damn. I didn't think this through.
Oscar, wipe and break everything.
No gasoline, no wiper fluid. Just vodka.
Reality Shodan. That AI logs everything in an encrypted database that is beyond even my clearance level. I picked up a hacking to help us gain access. With control of Shodan, we will also own the robots and other systems on the station. They will be our shield.
I can't aim properly with all this alcohol in my system.
Nothing.
Sockets. Stand to note. My spine.
I needed something to take the edge off of this horrible experience. Cyberspace lock. Oh boy. I know where I'm going.
Cyborg 65V. You are directed with keeping Beta Grove on the executive level, safe from outside interference. None of the
Lucky subjects in the grove may leave.
and may enter while my experiments continue.
For a second I wasn't paying attention to the audio log, and for like a split second I thought Shodan said, "None may enter Walmart without my permission."
Trioptimum's forces are dead, and Diego has been illuminated
To my true nature.
He has relinquished the last of the station's encrypted files and defenses. His cynical contempt for mankind. Please.
Shodan takes over Walmart.
He has created a virus
That he sought to
conceal. It has potential, but could be so much more. I will alter it. Prove it.
Where Diego sought to profit from death, I shall usher in new life.
life.
Alright, cyberspace time. Dodging cyborgs in Walmart. Nice. Whee! I love how cyberspace looks. I'm like a moth. You just show me like flashing colors and I'm amazed. Ooh, this is pretty. Blue room. I don't have what I need for this area. I need the missile launcher, but I can't remember where to find it. I love 2001. It's great. I like how slow it is. Oh shit, I didn't mean to go back. Now I feel like I'm in 2001, going through a wormhole. I tend to be pretty patient with a lot of stuff like that. Like, obviously when I was a kid I didn't have that much patience for stuff like that, but I love when good stories take their time. Okay, let's try this again. There's some sort of missile launcher here I need to get. Golden hallway. I was trying to think, there was a really good sci-fi movie I was watching the other day. Ow, that took away a lot of health. Well, I know we were just speaking about Ghost in the Shell, and that's a really good example of like a good slow sci-fi movie. Which is ironic because it's only like an hour and 15 minutes or so. It's pretty short, but it doesn't feel short. Not in a bad way, though. I have a soft spot for Blade Runner. But I mostly just like it for the aesthetics, which is not surprising at all. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell is surprisingly short, but it's really well paced. I think Blade Runner is like a perfect example of like aesthetics winning you over, because like I think in terms of its aesthetics, it's probably the best science fiction movie ever made. But it it's got some weird stuff in terms of like it probably has the worst quote unquote love scene I've ever seen in a movie, where it's like really creepy and awkward and kind of like it feels just like SA. Like it does not feel romantic at all, and it completely ruins that section of the movie for me. Yeah, I'm talking like Blade Runner here, like sorry, I should have specified him. I meant like Blade. Oh shit! Oh no! Yeah, I heard somewhere that they just really didn't like each other either, and like a lot of the people just really didn't like working on that movie. And it's sad because like in terms of visuals it's so perfect, but you can tell there was some tension when they were making it, and it kind of ruined some of it once you really start looking into it. Oh god. That that is a terrible version of that movie. Like if we were judging Blade Runner like simply off of the theatrical version, like I would say it's not particularly like that great of a movie, but I think most people nowadays have just considered the theatrical version just to be like nothing. Like it's so bad. It's just such a bad move by like executives. If there's one thing that getting into movies taught me is that executives, like 99.9% of the time, should just leave movies alone, because they always make terrible decisions. Sushi, that's what my wife called me. Cold fish. They don't advertise for killers. Exactly. Director usually has a pretty solid idea, and studios don't usually make it any better. What do we have here in the armory? I'll take that. I'll take some of these. Oh, this is a good idea. Another shotgun, I don't need it. Nope. And that moment, he must have understood life better than anyone else. Yes, I get it, Harrison. I just love how he did that, like, made it sound terrible on purpose, because he's like, I really don't want anybody to use this. And they're like, we're gonna use it anyway. Be like, oh god. What a terrible decision. That kind of, like, executive thinking really reminded me of those, like, terrible dubs they used to do in the 90s. How they used to, like, edit out stuff in Sailor Moon and stuff like that, where they're like, they just wanted to Americanize it, and it's just so gross. It always made me kind of weirded out with stuff like that. It's just disrespectful. Yeah, that doesn't make it, that makes it a million times worse that they're cousins. Oh, America. Funny, funny. The Shadow Realm. I mean, I have a soft spot for the 4Kids Yu-Gi-Oh dub, but it isn't particularly great. I'd like Joey Wheeler. Joey Wheeler is my friend. I never really watched a lot of 4Kids stuff. I always just kind of heard about it. I suppose I'm kind of glad I didn't. I remember some people were talking about Sonic X. That was an interesting era for Sonic when, like, the early 2000s. I remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show from the early 2000s.
Hey, Al, get someone on first aid kit replacements in the Black Day 2 and 3 Rock Pods. Build one for now. Also, everyone controls. One.
Those stupid, like, drones that blow up. No, I never really got into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles either. When I was growing up, I was really into SpongeBob and Samurai Jack. I think those two were my main shows I really gravitated towards. I watched a little bit of Dexter's Lab. I watched a little bit of... I remember being really fascinated with Powerpuff Girls as a little kid, but I was always afraid to watch it around people because when I was a little kid, I was kind of like insecure about like my gender and stuff like that. So like my masculinity in terms of like femininity and related and stuff like that. So I kind of saw Powerpuff Girls as like a forbidden fruit, and I'm sure that was kind of an awakening for me. Because I loved Powerpuff Girls. Like, I thought it was the coolest shit. But I never watched it because I was always, like, afraid. But the more I grew up, the more I became comfortable with just enjoying things that I liked. No, I never grew up with Cartoon Network either. Every once in a while that something would be on, like, YTV, but... Oh! I know exactly what show you're talking about, like the Trolls show. I remember like 1 or 2 episodes, but that's it. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't remember anything about it, unfortunately.
You gotta get to the light pods on the flight deck. They get overrun here. Come from, damn it! It's like it just appeared out of nowhere.
Oh no, another puzzle. I remember, I'm trying to think. There was... Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like Winx Club. Yeah, I don't remember anything about Winx Club. I just remember like it being on TV. I think I got it. Yep. That solving puzzle noise is really satisfying.
You are not welcomed here. Remove yourself.
Oh my. Oh, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, finally. Oh my god, that feels good.
Standard station restoration procedures online.
I've been waiting for that. That is a breath of fresh air. Yeah. There, every once in a while, I just look back on the things I liked or the things I wanted to like, and I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Things just sort of click into place. Yeah, it's weird. They're completely unique to this version of the game, like the surgeon robots, but they don't do any damage. They're mostly just like visual, which is cool. I really like their design. I like the way like pretty much everything is designed. It's kind of chunky. It's very like, I don't know how to describe it. It's really cool. Oops. Don't need that until later. Don't need these pretty much at all. I hate these. I never use them. I'll save a few first aids. There, cleans it up a bit. Gray. Yeah, I never understood, because like the Tomb Raider 3 thing about like the rocks falling, I'm just like, I just imagined like crunching something in my mouth.
We're almost here. Great. Shodan found us and it's hard to get in here. There's a trap. Bring as much ammo as you can.
That doesn't sound safe. Ah! Nice. One shot. Now, Tomb Raider 3 is a really interesting game. It's got a lot of problems, for sure. I like the colored lighting. I think that's my main thing I like about it. It's just the lighting is really good in that game. That's just like a gauntlet of puzzles over there. I'm not going to do that until later. What's over here? Oh, I know where this is. This place is dangerous. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things to talk about. With a game like that. It's a really good case study, I'll give it that. I think Tomb Raider 3 is a really good case study of like just like a time capsule of gaming trends and attitude trends and demographic trends. Yeah, I mentioned it a couple times, but there's certain aspects of the game where it is like the peak of the trilogy. That's interesting. Yeah, like even the other day I was just looking up random pieces of like gaming ads and it was just so like scummy. There was one I was watching the other day, I think cuz Vine Sauce, like Vinny was doing some of the like early 2000s game ads. And there was one for like this weird like lightning bug game where it was just like really sexist. Like the the ad ended up being like really misogynistic for no reason. It's just like, whoa. I guess people just thought that was okay back then in advertising. It was just so weird. It always bothers me, shit like that. Yeah, I mean, I suppose back then, getting decent, like, female representation, like, in, like, women in video games was kind of slim pickings. So, I'm sure a lot of girls back then just sort of gravitated towards Tomb Raider. I know I did. I used to like watching my dad play the old Tomb Raider games. Was always like a highlight when I was too young to play video games. Ah, screw this one. I have enough logic probes to kill a horse. Okay, there's a boss fight coming up. I'm going to die several times. Yeah, I don't always watch Vine Sauce, but every now and then, if there's one that looks interesting, I tune into it.
I'm afraid it's too late to
Damn. Yeah, it's the what is it called? Cortex Reaver. There's only a few of them in the original game too. If you die here, there's this really long cutscene of it like reaving your brain. It's kind of creepy. I am going to heal before I do anything. Yeah, exactly. You just sort of dangle below it, and you become evil robot. That cutscene in the original is pretty creepy too. Alright, I'm gonna beat this boss. I'm gonna do it.
I'm afraid it's too late to save your friends.
Oh shit. That was a bad attempt. I have to enter gaming mode. I have to type on the keyboard really fast. I have to click all the... Actually, I'm not playing the PC version. Which isn't helping my chances, but it's... I've gotten used to the console stuff. But... yeah, I love a good spider mech. It's one of my favorite parts of Attack of the Clones. That whole bit with the army.
To save your friends.
Yeah, I remember playing Lego Star Wars a lot as a kid, both the first one and the second one. Those are huge games for me. Especially Lego Star Wars 2. I really liked Lego Star Wars 2. That was a very... that brought a lot of fond memories for me. Yeah, I kind of have a soft spot for episode 2. It's not particularly good, but I definitely like it a lot more than episode 1. That stupid grenade attack gets me every time. Yeah, well, 2 is a better movie, honestly. It's not particularly good, but it's better than Phantom Menace. Yeah, I remember it took me a little while to see episode 3 as well, because it was like the only one that was PG-13. I was like, why can't I see it?
I'm afraid it's too late.
That is such a cheap move. I'm going to beat this boss. By the end of this stream, I will have beaten this boss.
It's too late to save
Oh, nice, I got it.
Shodan will upload herself to Earth's Comnet. You have to stop her. You have to stop her. No! Dear God! No! No!
Hello, Alolan. Nice to see you. Yeah, I don't know if we have any friends as the hacker in this game. I think Shodan just assumes we have friends. Which is polite. Ooh, pink circles of death. I do enjoy a good pink circle of death. She can be pretty petty, though. Where am I here? Purple bubble gum. It's like those kids spy movies. Like, well, I think it's in Spy Kids where the gum explodes. I can't remember. I don't remember anything about Spy Kids except Floops Fooglies. Ooh, another one. Nice. Spy Kids 3D is hilarious. I love, like, terrible Robert Rodriguez CGI. It's so good. It's so awful. Yeah, I watched Shark Boy and Lava Girl quite a bit, I have to admit. With, like, edgy, like, 8-year-old Taylor Lautner. Mr. Electric. Ooh. Health kit. Always good. Peak robot design, Mr. Electric. Bring in the plug hounds. Just like giant God, I can't remember his name. Never mind. Remember dream, 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 dream. It's really dumb. That movie is like insanely dumb, but it's really funny. That was a close one. I almost didn't get the code. Oof. Alright, I didn't expect to get the code for this place this early, but here we go. Alright. I think that's it for tonight, but thanks for everybody who dropped by. Thanks, 10 Elements. You're really fun to talk around with. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, and I'll be seeing you maybe next week I might have another Friday, but I'll let you all know. Thanks.